Alright, should be back now. Let's make sure I got some sound here in my monitor. I think. Yes! Alright, it seems like we have sound. Yeah, my son just woke up from a nap, so we'll be running sound control against him to some extent, I'm sure. But anyway, here it is. This is Castlevania: The Adventure Rebirth. This is a Castlevania game not developed by Konami. It's actually developed by M2, who's responsible for a lot of the Virtual Console platform on the Wii. And this is a WiiWare title. It's delisted now, and there is no physical copy of it, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of. But it's an excellent game. I'll just do a mic adjustment here so I can hear my TV, and we'll get going. It takes about a half hour. Yeah, I really like this game. It's way underrated and way underrepresented. Alright, here we go. So, first level is going to be a lot of just avoiding these mud zombies that come up. At least for the first couple of screens. All the levels in this game have branching level paths that avoid certain like mid-stage bosses. We're going to try and hit as many of those as we can so that we can do as little fighting as possible. Jump this guy. Watch out for roving bats. The entire site, there's no original Castlevania tracks new to this game in the soundtrack. They're all remixes of other game soundtracks. And they're pretty darn good. Yeah, first stage is close, crabs. Oop. So there's this key here we want. You'll notice that Belmonts don't seem to have hitboxes in their heads. Not sure why that is. So here's our first mid-boss, and if we play our cards right, the only one of two that we will actually have to fight. Take this key, and that lets us go through this door over here, which is our first shortcut. And this cuts a good, I don't know, it halves the remaining length of the level, just about. So normally we would have to go up back there where the door was, and around. Play chicken with the skeleton, and we won, so that was nice. Doo-doo. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, they obviously published it, but yeah, it was completely made by M2. And they did a fantastic job. Our first boss. Just an eyeball. That spits eyeballs. Nothing to see here. So the stages get progressively longer in this game as you go through. The first three are fairly short. The last two, especially stage 5, can be pretty grueling. So we're going to try and keep our forward momentum enough to whip in front of this bird here. Well, he got roasted anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Roasty toasty. Fried chicken. Your favorite, yeah. Nothing really incredible that I'm doing here. I'm just trying to avoid fighting as much as possible. Trying to stay ahead of the jellyfish. Money is worth grabbing in a run when you have the opportunity. It's not going to cost you any time, just by virtue of having that little bit of extra life to work with when it comes time for stage 5. You get an extra guy or two along the way, you're in pretty good shape. You can drain out of lives really fast. Nearing the end of this stage here, our next boss coming up is the Hunchback. Kind of a hulking guy. He can turn skinny. We hope that we don't see that phase of the fight, as it's a little hard to pin him down when he does. It means we took too long. He will be the arbiter of what happens with that, with his rocks that he throws. Didn't see it, so that was a pretty decent fight. Six crabs, yeah, we're good. Alright, let's see if we can get all the skeletons to cooperate here. They all have kind of pseudo-random in their movement. That was pretty good. Tell this skeleton to hold that. Utilize the no hitbox in the head. Do-do-do-do-do. Instead of the key, there's the side route here hidden in the wall. We get an intentional damage boost here so that we can meet this cycle and just fall all the way down. Far forward here as we can. was a little close. That was a little scary. Alright. That's the end of that stage. Here's this next boss is the living weapon. Yeah, that was super close. We got pretty low there, but it was okay. Alright, now the training wheels come off. This stage is, and the next one are pretty intensive in health management. There's some, especially here, there's some boosts that we want to take. Several in a row. If this next room goes well, we can do 2. And we'll take that. First boost is here. Let's kind of get ahead a little bit. Have one here. Oh, the Medusa heads in this game are super trolly. We're gonna hit this with an axe to steal this key ahead of time. So there's a door coming up. This is a little maze-like. It'll be a little confusing. It looks like I'm just popping in and out of random doors. There is a pattern to it. It doesn't ever go where you think it's going to the first time through. We manipulate it so that we can get both these keys really quickly and circumvent another mid-boss. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they really picked a good selection, and then did them justice with their own flavor of instrumentation. Do 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 do. That's pretty clean stage 4. So now we fight the golem, and we just do our best not to get squished here. He will try to punch us, and we will refuse to let him. Hopefully. Usually wait for him to take 4 steps forward. That seems to be the sweet spot. There we go. Pretty textbook there. Crazy. Minimal amount of cycles. Now it's time for the run killer. Health in this stage is super important. good. Okay, we're gonna try and do some delicate, not falling into the pit to our death manipulation here. By manipulation, I mean standing still and waiting for them to come to me. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh yeah, yeah. We've got a few well-known runners in the community doing stuff. That's okay. That's an acceptable place to take a death. We're not too far away from where we were. Do 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 do. Decided to let him go. Do 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 do. Yeah, it just depends on where my health total's at. There's another one up here we could take after this boss. So here, creature. We're gonna try and get behind him if he cooperates. And he did. He turned around, unfortunately, but bought us a little bit of time. Unfortunately, we don't have enough health to take any more damage boosts, so just gonna see if we can make it to the next checkpoint. Normally we could use this eyeball to get up on that ledge, but it's risky. As you proceed through the levels, regardless of the type of enemy, their damage is multiplied based on your stage progression. So everything deals tons of damage. Good. We're going to take the upper door so that we can go across here and grab this key. Take a look at what's below us here. So 3 line is pretty good at this point. Because we picked up this key, we're going to get a shot at least one more. Maybe 2, depending on where our point total ends up. I don't think it'll be quite enough to get another extra guy. We'll use the key to get in here, which is a room just full of points. And one up. Oh, I passed one earlier. I didn't need to get it though. There should be another one coming up also. Try and get to this axe here. Yeah, there's a few paths to go through. Oh no! Oh cool, we got boosted in the right direction. You might get shot in the face here though. Oh, we're okay. We're gonna go for a fast cycle on these pendulums coming up. It'll be one rotation out, and we'll try to catch the ledge of the next one. We'll either make it or we won't. If we make it, we'll get a chance at some meat. Looks like we made it. Oh, or we can get eyeballed. We should play it fast. Play it again, but faster. Yes. Not a terrible idea. It definitely needs more runners. I think I'm really the only one playing it right now. The real wall meat is the memories we make along the way. That's the most delicious of wall meats. There you got me. Alright, one more time, let's try. There we go. There's a meat right here. So we'll just go ahead and buffer a hit with it, I guess. Didn't gain much with it otherwise. Yeah. You've played a few Castlevania games before, have you? You might be onto something there. Nope. That was a really solid fight, actually. Which, pretty quick. Hey Leo, yeah, it's going great. Just about to round up this one with another Dracula fight. Yeah, he has a couple other phases that we didn't see there just because I burned him down as fast as I could. But yeah, he's definitely inspired, and so is Dracula for that matter, by previous games in the series.
As ever, the ally of worthless humans.
Alright, so Drac does his usual fireballs in this first phase. We can actually get 3 hits in with just the standard forward whip. There's ways to get more than 3, but it requires a technique that I haven't spent any time practicing yet. So we're just going to aim for 3 at a time, or even 2. Then we go into this game's version of the Cookie Monster phase. Somebody's excited. Yeah, it's just a staircase climb. Here we are, third and final form. This is definitely the most trolliest and RNG heavy part of the fight. There are these lightning orbs that will spawn out of his horns. And if I'm too close, they will wreck me. Without second thought. Just want to try to take it as safe as possible. fireballs coming here. Alright, there it is. Down to the wire. And time. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. It was a little rough last phase there, but we pulled it off in the end. We clutched it out. Shinsero, Bald Nate, Nice Guy, Krabs, AK, thanks everybody. Mike, thanks for the GGs. Alright, well, where does that land us? Back on track a little bit? We're still a little bit ahead. Do. Thanks for the GGs, Implosion. Looks like we got some CB3 coming up real soon, like. So I'll go ahead and go back in behind the curtain here, and I'll start getting things set up for that run. And we'll see you guys soon with that. Thanks so much for all the donations so far. Let's take a quick peek at the total here. $443. We are so close to our $500 goal. Man, that's amazing. Alright, I'm going to kick it back over. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes.